All right, team. So we've made it to the finish line. We're going to go ahead and register our plugin assembly. Make sure we register a step against that. We will talk a little bit about some interesting concepts that every developer should know. And then we'll test this out and see if it works out. If it doesn't work out, then we'll go to debugging. But let's go ahead and give this a shot. So first things first, let's go into our plugin registration tool. Click on register, click on register new assembly, and then find your DLL. And now that you have your DLL, go ahead and register the selected plugin. Perfect. This is what you want to see. So now it's here, and then I expand it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new step. So register a new step. And then on the message here, my message is that it's on update of something. My message is an update SDK message. My entity is the contact. My filtering attribute is going to be create YouTube video activity. So this is the only way this plugin will run. I'll hit OK here. And then let's talk about pipeline stages of execution. So pre-validation essentially means that your plugin is going to run before the entire form or record that you're on is even validated. Any of the logic, there, it's not saving anything anywhere. Nothing's really happening, but your plugin will run anyway. Um, and so sometimes that's useful, and sometimes it's not. Um, Pre-operation means your plugin is going to run after the form is validated, and but the big difference here is it's going to run before any values are actually saved to the SQL database. So with that being said, that can be problematic because you may need those values to be saved to the SQL database for your plugin to even work. This is a good example of one. And then post operation is really a lot what it sounds like. This means this plugin is going to run after all the values have been inserted or changed in the database, and that's what we want. Your execution mode here can be asynchronous or synchronous. Asynchronous means that it's going to run um, kind of, I wouldn't say when it feels like it, but it's going to run kind of like JavaScript, right? It's not gonna run immediately as soon as you click, as soon as the event occurs. If there's something in line in front of it, it doesn't care. It's just going to kind of run, and it's not going to throw any error messages or anything like that. And that's one of the things that's not a good advantage of asynchronous jobs. But there's definitely a lot of opportunity for using asynchronous for plugins. Synchronous means it'll run immediately after you perform the operation, but be very careful. You only want to do this if your operation is going to take about 2 seconds or less, which is definitely what we're doing here, right? We're creating an activity that's connected to a related table, the contact in this case. So I'm going to register this as synchronous post operation so that we can see things kind of happen quickly. All right. So we've registered our step. I'm going to go here and refresh. And then I'm going to go ahead here and click on yes. And I'm going to click save. And then I'm going to refresh my timeline. And there's my activity. YouTube video from Alex Ontiveros, new video created on November 27th, 2021. Learn how to build a plugin for Power Apps Microsoft Dynamics 365. Beautiful. And if we open the record, we can probably see like some of the parameters we passed. Obviously, since we used datetime.now, it probably added like, yeah, like 6 hours or something to this, which is fine because that's UTC translation. But you can see that we have our description in here. We have our subject. We have our due dates. Everything looks really good. So our plugin definitely ran and it behaves the way that we would expect it to. So very, very pleased with this effort. Thank you so much for working with me on this. I hope this was very helpful to someone out there. If I can help at least one person, I'm very, very happy. Thank you and have a great day.